computer without you, but more on that later. Every year when I start my bullet journal, I make sure I have a page with Christmas projects. Um, some transfers from last year that I didn't get to do, and some are new, just so that every time I get an idea, I can write it in here. So now we just have to prioritize, and I know there's a new project that I actually haven't even gone around to writing on here because it's only a few weeks old. Some years ago, I made a Christmas tree. I actually made two. I made one for my mom and one for my boyfriend for candy, for counting down on Christmas. And my boyfriend said that he would like me to have something similar that he could put things in. So I'm going to make that. And that's my first priority because it has to be done before the 1st of December. So number one, that was really not very well drawn, is the advent calendar. And I've been doing some research for some years actually on Pinterest for interesting advent calendars. And I'm back. The one I've fallen in love with is this, where it's little books. So I have to figure out how to make it big enough to fit one of these, because that's the size that my boyfriend's is in. That this is the biggest tree I can put in his tree. But this is a Ferrero Rocher, by the way. Just lost it brand. But it still has to have the correct dimensions for a book. So I'll have to do a bit of drawing and measuring before I can do that. So, and I like order, so I'm thinking that there will be a pile of books, and then I'll make the what's it called, bookcase behind, and then every time I have found a date, I can put it in the right order. So that's the plan. Anyway, then I really want to start a shopping street with Tim Holtz houses. I need to do some pre-work on the computer first because I want them to be two-storied, and then I figured it'd be easier to make a template and then cut it out on my brother instead of having to glue together the different parts from the die set. And I am going to use the die set for the smaller footprint. I am thinking that I'll be doing one every year to work out in the street, so I don't get stressed out right now on that. So next one, number 2. I'm hoping at least I'm gonna get this far. Is going to be the Christmas tree. Part 1. And then maybe I can do the houses with years on them instead of, so that this year's house will be number 23. That was an idea. Good. I have a few things I need to fix, and I'm not going to put them on this list because it's not going to be something I do live. It's something I'm going to do off camera, and it's not really that interesting for you, I think. Unless it is so, then write a comment. I'll take it under advisement. I want to do cone Christmas trees. I saw it last year, and this year it actually got into my country, this trend. So those I want to do, but I also want to do a wreath with some cardstock gnomes that were really popular to decorate with when I was a kid. I have some of the ones my mom had. She got tired of the trend, but I still have everything. And I figured if I made a wreath with them, it would be something new, and I'll be able to enjoy those childhood memories. So I think maybe the wreath comes first, but since I have a lot, it's going to be oversized, and I don't know how I'm going to do it on camera. I'm going to have to figure that out. And I also would like it to be either foldable or that I could take it apart so it's easier to store. So, Christmas wreath. Wreath. They're called kravlenisser. It means climbing gnomes, I'd say. And then we have the cone trees here. That's what I'm hoping to get done in my lives. I'll probably be making more during the Christmas season to get ahead on these projects, just like I've been doing with the haunted house. But there will always be one on Wednesday. That's the word I was trying to think. One on Wednesdays will stay, but there may be even more during this time so that I can finish these 4. And then I have to, before, just write deadline here. Oh, we write the date first, by the way. 30th of November. And I need to make 28 live video. 28 Christmas cards. And I have a deadline for the 1st of December. But the video might not be out by then, so I have a bit of time for some other projects during Christmas. And you know, once all the Christmas videos start coming out, I'll get a million new ideas I need to write down, and let's see how many of those I actually get done. So yeah, this is the plan. So now let's look at these books. Maybe smartest to use this. That's because I need to do this. So there we go. It's just it's my notebook for my videos, but I turned it upside down and took the back side, so I'm a bit upside down and turned around here. For making these, I am so happy that I invested in this. I actually don't know the English name of it, but I love this thing because it can measure how big this is. So it's free and maybe free. Free. If I'm going to make it in the program, I'm going to make that only everything in millimeters. That's just easy to work with in Canvas. I need it at least to be that because it is a general. Maybe I should write 5 just to be sure that it can be in there. Fit. I always remember to write at the top what I'm doing. So if I make it 3.5 centimeters, and the object is like a box. This is out of proportions, that's for sure. But A, side B, and side C. So A, has to be the small A, has to be at least 35 millimeters. There's no need to go over that, by the way. B will be 35 millimeters plus something, and C will be 35 millimeters plus something other than what I have added here would be. I know I'm losing some people now because this is a bit of math, but this is how I do it. I never actually shown you how I make these things. All the preparations here. I normally just make a drawing in the video, and then you don't see how I get there. But this is my fun time. I actually like these things. So I need a piece of paper because it's sometimes easier to visualize something if you have the actual measurement in hand. So let's see. If I have, oh, let's make the spine in here in the middle somewhere. If this is a, so I need 4 lines here. Like this tall, maybe. Well, that might be a good height. So 10 centimeters. So C equals 10 centimeters. It's 100 millimeters. It's hard to draw dashed lines. There we go. So I have my full lines. Now the question is, where do I want my cut line? If the book is this tall, how much would I say I need? I could do this. Size is good, which whatever that is. Let's just make a tiny mark here. Let's see. That is about 6 centimeters. It's easier to make things fit the metric system. That does not look straight in my mind. 6. Okay. That means I need a tab, and a tab, and a tab, and a tab. Just for now. One here, one here. And this piece out here needs to be 3.5. Just so I can get a look at the box that I've made. There we go. And so now I have my cut lines. I'm gonna have my pencil case because that also carries a pair of scissors. Should maybe have had a tab on that. Make sure I make one over here. It's always good to make a paper template. I can only say good things about that process. It may seem like a waste of time, but it's easier to work with, for some things at least. And just you can get the kinks out before you start cutting. And since I'm making a digital template, I really need the kinks to be done before I start batch making 25 of these. And I only need 24 books, but I figured I'd give my boyfriend a box as well so that he can figure out what can fit in it. Most things will, but it's just nice to have something for science, right? I'm gonna need a scoreboard. And that's the thing, scoring paper is delicate. But it still makes it easier to fold. Let's start this way. And then do it this way. Okay. Okay, I didn't cut these long enough to close the bottom, but hopefully it'll make sense. Another good reason to make a template. So this one, if I fill that in, should be able to glue this on here. I still haven't fixed my glue bottle. So it's gonna be this one, I guess. And voila. It will get a, leave it. It will get a piece of paper around on 3 sides so that I can make a curved back. But I wanted to open on top. I know mostly you open it this way, but that way I won't disturb the back I'll make if it gets a bit stiff. This is maybe actually a tiny bit too tall, in my opinion, but it fits in there. So that's the first good thing. Now I just need to work on how tall it needs to be. Let's see. Maybe I actually do need to take it down a centimeter. The easiest to do with the trimmer. Do I like this one better? I actually think I do. It's very thick, but I think the height is more appropriate now. So actually, I have to change this to 19. So I made a skinny one, a wide one, a skinny one, wide one. This one had to have a tab, so we could close it over, or the other side, doesn't matter. To make the top and the bottom, I need at least one of these. One here. If I make tabs on one of them, that's for gluing bottom, and this one will need a flap of some sort. I can open it. I have to work on the closing mechanism, I think. This piece will be 35. This piece will be 25 millimeters. 35. And this will be 10 millimeters. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I didn't actually zoom in for this part. I didn't mean to make everything so small. And then there'll be a cover. It will be long. Maybe not that long. It needs to span this, and this width. So it's A plus B plus B plus Z. Because I need to figure out how much extra I need for that bend around the back side here. And then there'll be decorations, of course. And I've been looking at paper pads for the right color theme. I want something blue. I love blue, so that's what I'm gonna be looking for. But so far, not so much. But if I have, and I have 24 of these. 4 times 35 equals. Now I need a calculator. For 0 millimeter, you see 84 centimeters. If I divide that by 3, it's, if I make 3 shelves, I only need to make them 28 millimeters long. That's more manageable in terms of packing it, actually. So yeah, and the height will then be that was 90, so 3. That's atrocious. Let's do that again. And this is 90 times 3 plus M, because M times 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, plus 4 M's. If M is the thickness of the board. And this one will need 2 M's. It's a really small one. All these rules you learn in school, and I still abide by them, even though I can make my own now. But yeah, it just, that's just the way I work. And the depth of this. I'm really bad at making these. will be 30. 30. Let's say 37 millimeters plus, not times, plus 1 material. So 1m plus 1m. Should be able to fit this in my normal Christmas decoration boxes, hopefully. So this is the size I'm going for. This is the shape I need to cut out 25 of. Pattern paper. And that ends up being 6, right? So I can actually, 6. 60 millimeters on that one. 60, 60, and I have to figure out how much I need. Can't be much more than half a centimeter, maybe 1. But yeah. Paper. So yeah. And now you've seen my process. Hopefully you are not too confused. At least you can go back and watch it again and again and again. I'll make sure of that. Probably be building this yeah. Do I want to tackle foam board again? I remember that being quite hard, but now I got a good knife at least. I might, and I checked the hardware store today. They do have some new sheets of that. Maybe just a thin kind. Maybe that'll do. I'll have to figure that out. Until next time. First, I am hoping to spend the evening editing my haunted house, because I need some recordings of it lit up in the darkness. Now I have the equipment in house. So yeah. So I'm figuring for the next live I'll be picking this up, but it might not be till Wednesday since I need to make the cut file and cut it. I don't need you, or I don't think you want to watch my scan and cut make 24 of these, 25. And also have to order the paper, unless I can get it in store. I do have a local store I can go to, but it doesn't always carry the things I want, so we'll see. And yeah, I guess this is it. Well, until next time, I hope you'll be having a good day, evening, or night.